Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 18 of this Let's Multiplay Europa Universalis 4, The Rights of Man. This is Saga of the Titans. I'm joined here by Denmark,
Hello,
played by,
Bussie.
and Sweden,
Hello,
played by,
Izual.
and I myself am Norway. So what happened in the last episode?
Rebuilding?
Yeah, lots of rebuilding.
Pretty much. I'm losing money hand over fist. I've got basically no troops. I'm not paying off anything. In fact, I'm increasing the number of loans. But we do have a nice little shade of blue over here in North America. I think I'm actually the first in the Americas. I'm not seeing any Spain or Portugal, not even in the Caribbean.
They'll be down in Brazil.
Oh, they're in Mexico. How the bloody hell did you get to Mexico without going to Caribbean first? Oh well, that means I can go to the Caribbean instead.
Yeah, a good idea. The Count feud. The looming disaster. I need religious unity of at least 100. Well, that's not going to.
No, that's not going to happen.
Or legitimacy above 90 to stop progress.
Wars of religion in France. The French moderates lose one stability.
That will make France very weak for a long time.
I'm trying to get some friends in the HRE.
Good.
Well, yeah.
I'm trying not to drown in debt.
Well, when I repaid my loans, I can help you.
I'm
When you're bankrupt, probably.
sure I'll be able to pay it off eventually, but yeah.
We might be able to get allied with Lucca. Rubbish.
Yeah, that's Italy.
Oh, Mantua as well.
Also Italy. Surprised they're
Still.
interested. They'd have the long distance penalty, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but they're still easier than the rest of Europe.
Oh, that's part of the reason I'm losing money. Of course it is.
Charles?
It's because the clergy are low loyalty.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get to my rebels without using ships.
The ones in Liveland?
Yeah,
Sorry, can't help you.
that's okay. I can get there. I just need to unmothball my ships and then go. Although they've now jumped across to Livonia, which is great. And maintenance goes back to 0.
Oh, there's Zhu. Zhu is in fact Maya. Zhu, Itza, Castile, Zapotec, Totonac. Ooh, 454 air.
Nice.
That's pretty good, yeah.
I currently have a 423. My rulers have been terrible.
423 is not that bad.
That's the strongest I've had in a while.
Okay. I have 423 as well. And my is 525. Pink die. Make claims everywhere. What do I want from Poland? Everything. I want them to stop existing.
I'm only
going to
4
happen.
points away from an alliance with the Lithuanians.
Really?
They're probably desperate because they're sandwiched between Muscovy and Poland.
I'm nowhere near. They want Memel and Königsberg.
Yeah, your rivals.
And that. Disorder. Lose one stability. At least I can gain them. Gain it again. Ooh. Oh yeah, clergy. 95% influence. Ouch.
Do I get any national ideas that increase the speed of colonies growing? No, I do not. Oh, you're a global settler increase. I need Diplo points. I'm always short on freaking Diplo. Oh, I need Olav to take over. 15 years time, then I can do that, I think. There's 5 left. Level 5 Diplo would be nice.
Damn it, rebels just spawned on top of my army.
Oh!
My manpower, my maintenance was at 0, so that's going to cost me. Just as I was close to paying off a loan again.
How many loans am I up to now? I'm still on 7. Oh, bugger off natives. One of my colonies is at 600, the other's at 400 now.
Nice.
I repaid one more loan.
Then I need to decide whether I want to keep expanding up in Canada or jump down to the Caribbean. I think I probably want the Caribbean.
Yeah.
It's so rich.
What about the trade flows? Can you get the trade flows in the right direction?
Yeah. Trade from the Caribbean up to Northeast America, and then, sorry. So again, trade from the Caribbean to Chesapeake, Chesapeake to Gulf of St. Lawrence, and St. Lawrence to North Sea.
That's fine.
So after you get the Caribbean parts, start going to the Chesapeake node.
Yep.
You'll have 3 colonial nations quite quickly then.
Yep. Especially because my next national idea is another colonist. I'm 2 exploration ideas away from yet another colonist, at which point I'll be running with 4 colonists. I just need the money to maintain them all, because right now I don't have it.
I'm making a fair bit of money now, and I can actually start converting some provinces.
Yay.
Good, good. Finally, we're... Yeah?
My explorers are now like reaching South America, opposite end of the world from Norway.
You know we are about to be attacked by Muscovy again, right?
It will be fine.
The truce runs out in less than a year.
It will be fine.
Alright. I take your point. I'll build some more troops.
I actually got some manpower.
I'm at full manpower, I just still have all my loans.
Me too. But I am training another 10,000 men, something like that. My standing army is going up from 11 to 21. Though I definitely cannot afford it, and they're all infantry.
Well,
Hungary
if you
is...
can attach to my army, we might actually be able to do something against the Muscovy armies. They have 50,000 men right there.
As soon as I can move them, I will. This is just destroying my economy. I need to pay the loans off. I can't really afford the colonies.
Take the colonist out and the colony keeps building.
It's not the colonists that you're paying for, though. It's having a colony. It's the colonial maintenance.
So in that case, it's better to get them and build them
Yes.
quickly and then stop building for a while.
Yes, exactly. Which is really annoying because they're only costing me 2 ducats a month each. But even that I can't afford. There we go, truce has ended.
They've just rented Condottieri to the Ottomans, so we might be okay for a little while.
I'll move into Kexholm so we're not getting attritioned.
Yep.
And I'm now back up to a full 25,000.
War with Muscovy, anyone?
Can if you want,
No, thank you.
but on the condition that you take money from them.
It would bring the Ottomans in, even though they are in debt.
I can have up to 28 bank loans at the same time, apparently.
How many do you have?
9.
I've got 4 now.
Yeah, after I've got this colony, I'm going to stop building colonies. I'm just going to concentrate on getting the loans paid off. It's the interest that's flattening me. Without the interest, I'm okay. Interest is currently 3.5 a month, which would pay
Yeah, that's
basically for
painful.
2 colonies. I think I got impatient.
Yeah, I still have 4 loans, 675 ducats of debt.
My debts are grand.
I debased my currency so I could pay one of them off.
I seriously considered doing that.
Well, I was ahead in both Diplo and Admin, so I was getting the corruption pay down, and it's already gone from 2 down to 1, so it's not that bad.
Actually, a good idea. My current ruler has a minus 0.05% yearly corruption.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, and if you're ahead in tech, which you could only be for the next 3 years.
Okay, that saved me a bit.
Well, the army we're having here should be enough.
I'm now at corruption 8.202. But I did just pay off 2 loans. Inflation 10%.
I'm back to 1 loan.
I just killed my heir so I didn't have to take another loan. I couldn't afford the medic. I got a better one. He's a 165.
My
Not bad.
advisor died.
Yeah, my advisors have been dying off and I've not been replacing them.
I fired mine. I really need more Diplotech. Really need that.
There's 600 sailors. Well, I don't care about sailors. Well, actually I do, but not about 600.
Finally starting to convert things. I got the missionary idea.
That will help.
Yep. 23 months to convert Novgorod, which will give me a lot of money.
$15.30. I can get the next Diplo tech.
It's not too bad.
Poland is actually close to being allied to me,
Nice.
but they have a neutral attitude to me.
2 months away from getting my first colony. Like, established colony.
I'm 2 points from getting an alliance with Lithuania.
Sure, take it. Why not?
Trouble is, I
I'm
lose
rival.
50 for it because of the rival.
Ouch.
But if Moscow do declare war on us, and they can bring the Ottomans as well, we're going to be in so much trouble.
Yeah. Like, if I have to raise my land forces maintenance, I'm going to be in serious financial problems. But next month, I should get my first colony, which will save me 2 ducats a month, which is only going to leave me at a negative of 0.2. And when the next one is done, I'll be making a profit of 2 a month. And
Do
then
we
I just
want?
need to wait.
Yeah. Do we want any ally or good ones?
Anything to make our alliance look stronger.
So Brandenburg doesn't help.
1 province minor. Mordred, what happened?
Not me. Don't look at me.
What happened?
Brandenburg. An army with
yeah.
a state.
Army without a state.
Yeah.
A name without an army.
They don't even have Berlin. They're in Potsdam.
Potsdam is all they have.
I
Although
know.
they're in a really bizarre, weak position because they've got border with 5 different nations on 1 province. Vulnerable to even Anhalt.
Yeah, what they should be doing is trying to get Magdeburg and Anhalt. Yay, colony.
Hooray! Money!
Tolerance of the true faith.
No, for Pete's sake. Price of fish minus 10%. That's gonna hurt me.
Because you are all fish.
Yep. It wasn't as bad as it could have been, but I'm still losing money.
I have tons of furs, so that one was really, really good for me.
Yeah, if we get the lands back from Muscovy that I lost, that's going to earn me a lot of money.
I have 16 fur provinces.
Oh,
Which
crikey.
explains the massive jump in my income. Mamluks have been taken apart by the Ottomans.
Not really.
That the piece that they got is about all you can take for the war score.
Oh, okay,
Because Haleb is a trade node with a very high cost.
gotcha.
And I think by taking Nablus, they get +1 missionary for controlling the Holy Land.
Mhm.
Also quite an expensive one to take.
Ally with Cologne. Sure, why not? Another 1 province minor.
They're usually quite a powerful nation, aren't they, Clone?
Yeah, it's because they're very valuable.
So in 48 months, I can take another province off of the Livonians.
Nice.
Not much progress, but it's something.
Yeah, exactly.
Be nice if I could take Letgalen, actually. Split them in half and get the fort.
this one is going to fire. The counter feud. The counter feud. I will get national unrest +7.
Nice.
Ouch.
That was heartfelt. Both of us were like, ow!
13
Yeah,
months.
we're relying on you, Bussie.
Yeah.
I've got 1 year to get rid of that. So I've got 1 year to get 8 legitimacy, which will take me 7 years to do so. Instead of 1 year. Nice.
And then you need to get full religious unity to get rid of it once it's fired.
Yeah.
No taking provinces for you then.
I'm almost to the defined supremacy, so getting somewhere.
That's harsh. Military leader has left us. Explorer Anders Torgerson will no longer serve us. He died at sea after having contracted an unfortunate illness. He died too soon without being able to accomplish much of note. He's discovered the entirety of North Atlantic, South Atlantic, the entire South American coastline, the Atlantic side, the whole of the Caribbean, like every single island he has explored, the whole of the Gulf of Mexico, and the Northeast American coastline. One guy. He achieved nothing of note. We have high standards.
Yeah, but did he get there first?
Yeah, well, the North American stuff I think he did.
Yeah, Portugal tend to get out there first, even if they don't have the range to explore that high.
Well, now you can't get that far. It blocks you. That's why I wasn't able to reveal the good parts of Greenland, i.e. the bits you can actually colonize, because the explore range wasn't far enough. That's why I really badly needed the colonial range, because that extends my explore range, which meant I could actually reach there. And why have I got a fort? And why is it active?
Big segue at that point.
It's Lubeck, right?
Oh yeah, I'm turning that off. Wasting half a ducat. Who do you think I am? Made of money? And with that, we're going to have to end this episode. So, thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, please do consider subscribing. It really does help the channel out. If you have any tips or advice for any of us, do let us know in the comments as well. That's a goodbye from Denmark.
Bye.
And from Sweden.
Goodbye.
And from me. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye.